Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera or Hbar, and I hope everybody's had a good weekend so far. It was pretty much just a chill day. Let me know how your guys' weekend went down in the comments below, or how it's going, I should say, since tomorrow is Sunday. This is a little bit of a pre-recorded video. All my videos today will be pre-recorded, as I am going to be pretty busy this weekend. But of course, let me know how your guys' weekend is going. Today we're going to be discussing a little bit about the market. We're going to be talking about some updates as well in terms of Hedera, possible partnerships, and a lot of stuff. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump in this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. But with all of that in mind, let's actually talk a little bit about a lot of these altcoins. So first and foremost, pressure on a lot of these altcoins is pretty much just ranging with Bitcoin. There's not a ton of value flowing through these altcoins. There is some, like QNT has been making some solid moves today. But for the most part, HBAR is down here, only up about almost 3%, not really even close to 3%. I mean, it's like about, still 0.5% away, but look at the volume. It's horrendous. Not even $40 million in volume. It's diminishing. It's at around like 40% in trading volume. It's rough still. A lot of the market looks like this. A lot of these altcoins have very bad overall volume. Just take a few of these assets alone, go back, 3-4 weeks ago, a lot of their volume was up, 10x from our current level. So, in my mind, the market sentiment is still fairly bearish. Like I said, I'm not getting too excited until Bitcoin does break over the 53.5K zone. Of course, that's pretty much been my goal this entire time. I believe that this range is on for a little bit of time. I don't think that we get to the point of being full bullish again until around the end of this month, which I've discussed multiple times with all of you. So with all of that in mind, before we fully jump on into the rest of this video, I just want to let you guys know that I am releasing more videos for all of you, crypto crusaders out there that did buy the bundle pack. It is still on sale, 35% off for anybody who is interested. I will be releasing a ton of, pretty much methods that I use to really kind of trade the market. All of my other, stuff that I have been waiting to really release for you guys. I'm not going to share too much information on it. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise, but overall, if you guys do want to get into this, you guys are more than welcome to check out the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which does include everything on the website as well as all feature content for free. And there is a ton of other stuff on here. Of course, it's all up to you guys if you guys do want to purchase that. Of course, go check out NCashOfficial.com if you guys are interested. Now, I do want to discuss to you guys a little bit about a lot of, what happened just recently. So I know a lot of people have been bearish on HBAR since this major drop in price. I just want you guys to all understand that there was not a ton of volume that was actually sell pressure on a lot of these altcoins. It was pretty much us just ranging with the market. I was pretty much watching Bitcoin live as it was doing massive drops in price. And the place that a lot of these altcoins bottomed out on was the August support zone. This is pretty much where we bottomed out on in August. Since August 1st, honestly, we've just been in an upward trend until this drop in price. But of course, we bounced back fairly, hard. It's a strong point that we're pretty much at now. Major support at around the 23.7 mark. Hopefully that does hold. If it doesn't, if we do get that last drop on Bitcoin, like I said, I'm watching Monday very closely for stocks being open, as we do know that the Fed has been talking more so about inflation rates and stuff like that. So I am watching, Monday very closely, especially with the stocks opening. We could get lower bids. We could see 20 cents again. We could see even lower depending on Bitcoin. So I am watching that closely just to give you guys those warning signs. Now, with all of this in mind, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about what has been happening throughout the market fairly closely. So we do see here HBAR. Remember what happened to Solana and BNB charts when they launched smart contracts in February/March 2021. Remember Hedera launching Smart Contracts 2.0 on testnet late December 2021, then mainnet early January 2022. Yes, they are coming. These are going to be fairly large. And we actually do see here, while the initial release of Smart Contracts 2.0 will allow for certain use cases such as lending/staking, use cases such as decentralized exchanges will not be possible until the release of the Create 2 opcode. Hedera staff said during a virtual meetup that they hope to launch Create 2 in Q1. Hbar, who will build the dominant decentralized exchange of Hedera? Will it be a legacy decentralized exchange that migrates over such a sushi swap, or will a natively built app that really shows off Hedera's features come to the fore? Now, I just want to let you guys know that we've been talking about the possible Q1, Q2 pretty much lengthening cycle. I suspect that this is the truth. I suspect that this is what is happening right now. In fact, I shared in the Discord a close chart that pretty much tells us where, or, I shouldn't say tells us exactly where, but gives us a little bit of an insight on where we could technically or possibly top out. And that is pretty much the week of, it's around like the middle of May. So pretty much the chart has us ranging a little bit until around February, where we do really kind of just start to pump around the end of February into March, continuing our little bit of a movement up above our current all-time high on Bitcoin around the May time span. I know, it's crazy to think about, but overall, this is what I personally see. Now, if that is the case, a lot of what we have been waiting for or anticipated for Hedera is going to come to fruition. For example, smart contracts that are scalable are going to be released. There's going to be a lot of performance and scale and network updates that are going to be happening, decentralization upgrades, ecosystem upgrades. And then, of course, we do see staking rewards programs that are possibly going to be released. And I say possibly because we are pretty much in, this time of regulation war going on in terms of crypto. So we have to wait and anticipate a lot of these, pretty much updates. But of course, a lot of these that are up here, besides, of course, staking, in my mind, do come to fruition, especially in Q1 and Q2 of 2022. And I think that this perfectly aligns with the 2022 bull run. And it's not to play into that biased opinion or anything. It's just what we do currently see within the market. We've been talking about this a lot within the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, you guys should be, because it is free and there's a ton of value within it. Now, we also do see here, Hbar, you know what happened when people ignored Tesla or Amazon? Ignoring Hbar would be the biggest mistake, period. Generational wealth is on the line. Hbar is all ready to explode. This is your opportunity. Thank me later. And I did say a similar thing today. I did talk more so about how crypto is really the key for success. I've said, these are pieces of the future that we are holding. In my mind, when we're talking about crypto and this asset class, this is the only asset class that could really take your life from 0 to 100 quicker than anything else, because these are the puzzle pieces of the new financial system that is being pieced together day by day, and crypto is the heart and soul of it. Know what you hold. And I told you guys for the longest time that Hedera is going to generate tons and tons of transactions. We even see here, this alone will generate literally trillions of Hbar transactions on the Hedera consensus service, from autonomous cars, drones, and watercraft to satellites to residential refrigerators and thermostats, and everything in between. And we do see here, Hedera is perfect for IoT, or Internet of Things applications. It replaces centralized IoT clouds and can be used to log all devices or device messages onto the public decentralized network for 1 cent per message. Then retrieve data and process for specific use cases. It's a game changer. And like I've said, we've talked about how there's a transactional fee for all of these major, events. I know 1 cent doesn't sound like a lot, but if you actually think about it, right? 1 cent is a massive price to pay when you have trillions and trillions of transactions scaling day to day over a network. This is going to be absolutely crazy. And all while we're talking about this, we have to look at what's happening throughout this market. For an example, Solana validators, engineers grapple with blockchain slowdown on public call. A lot of these top tier, assets within the space that continue to prosper. We're talking more so about Solana still having 9,160% gains year to date. And the network is extremely fragile. It is getting DDoSed. It is going down day to day. It is absolutely ridiculous, to be completely honest with you. An 18-hour outage, yeah, that is something to not disregard. There is a lot of problems within this ecosystem and this network. I don't think people realize that Hedera has solved all of these major problems. Congestion, security, stuff like that. They're solving those problems. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about one other thing, and this is a major partnership. An NBA and WNBA partnership with Hedera. Well, why is this a possible thing? Well, we do see here, 1206, ServiceNow, how the NBA is creating the future of employee experience. Now, I've talked to you guys about how ServiceNow is a fairly large, it's a huge company. We've talked about it. Fortune 500 companies, 80% of them, that's pretty massive. Now, we do see down here, removing points of friction. The NBA is using ServiceNow workplace service delivery, to chip away at the points of friction. Each of these experiences, reserving a room, requesting maintenance, ordering food, accessing the building, is now a digital workflow that employees can request using their phone. Employees can view available conference rooms or desk and book a time slot using workplace reservation management. With workplace visitor management, visitors can show their vaccination or COVID-19 test status to access the building. This is pretty big. Okay, and we do see here these digital experiences will evolve over time. They generally become better and better as employees use them. Guys, I just want you guys to understand what ServiceNow is actually doing right now. They are pretty much leading the way for digitization and pretty much technological advances within everyday life. I think in my mind, when we're talking about ServiceNow with Hbar, because of course, this might not say Hbar, but we know, and I've always said this, when you have a partnership like ServiceNow that is going to lead the way for pretty much all of these major use cases, it's also going to bleed into the ecosystem that it is partnered with. For an example, we even look here, December 9th of this year, so 3 days ago, Pathlock completes record year of growth as organizations prioritize the security of business critical applications. Now check this out. ServiceNow. Okay? Pathlock's established partnerships with SAP, Microsoft, and ServiceNow aligned to the best-of-breed environments that enable digital transformation. Pretty interesting to say the least when they are talking about what they are doing here. Okay, 2021 was a crucial year for Pathlock as we continue to take advantage of this massive market opportunity and successfully execute on our aggressive growth objectives. Wow, I can't even talk. So when we're talking about the digital transformation and we're talking about a lot of these corporations and companies, I always kind of focus on what they are building, what they are doing, and the companies that they are building with. We have seen Microsoft being mentioned so many times within a lot of partnerships with Hedera, and yet this is another one. It honestly leads me to the idea that at some point in time, I do suspect that an overall GC announcement with Microsoft is on the horizon. I really do believe so. And when we're talking about a lot of these use cases, and we're talking about Hedera with ServiceNow, we talk about Hedera with many other partnerships, even with Shinhan Bank and Standard Bank. The use cases are continuing to pile up. We also see here from September 14th, Skux set to displace outdated coupon and settlement systems that cost consumers billions of dollars in lost savings. And this is more so talking about fraud. This is talking about fraud within coupons, digitization, stuff like that. We even see here, because each offer powered by Skux is serialized, fully trackable, and redeemable only once, it eliminates fraud and misredemption. Guys, okay, I know that this is coupons, but this is something that should not be, at all disregarded, because we even see here SkuPay will further propel explosive growth within the mobile payment industry. And of course, when we're talking more so about this, the U.S. is now the world's second largest market for mobile payments, with $465.1 billion worth of transactions in 2020, and volume expected to grow to $698 billion in 2023. These are major use cases. Powers virtually any channel of consumer engagement, eliminates fraud and misredemption, daily processing and settlement, unparalleled and immediate data visibility and control, intuitive and easy to use. This is going to make a huge difference, because we even talked more so about this being really a partnership with P&G and major other businesses as well. And of course, this is more so focused on the partnership with Skux and Hedera. And we do see here digital coupons just haven't solved many of the major challenges that retailers and consumer products companies like Procter & Gamble have grappled with for decades. Coupon fraud, costly settlement processes, and a lack of trust, transparency, and visibility continue to plague us. And how are they solving that? Well, they're solving it through Hedera Hashgraph. They're solving it through that partnership with Hbar. I cannot tell you how big Hbar is going to be, because they are not just focused on payments. They're not just focused on NFTs. They're not just focused on one thing. They are focused on massive amounts of other opportunities in this space as well. They are truly taking this technology to another step, well above just payments and transactions. This is, in my mind, the future of everyday life. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.